Guys, this is PARM with ProBox, Respect TKO. Privileged to be here with the champ, Kevin Mitchell. Kevin, how you doing?
I'm very well, mate. Yeah, very well.
Good, good, good. Kevin, first of all, I know you've got a couple of nicknames, but you said you go with the hammer.
Yep.
So occasionally I may sort of drop the hammer in. Mate, just going back to the very start really, what's your amateur record?
Well, amateur record, basically, when I started boxing, basically a kid growing up.
Yeah.
I started watching, obviously, boxing on TV. I took a massive liking to Nazim Hamed, Chris Eubanks, like the entertainers of the sport, Bruno. My dad was a big fan of Bruno's.
Yeah.
Nigel Benz, Bang, my dad and my mum loved Bang William. People that over the years have become friends with them. It's mad.
Yeah.
As a kid, as a 10-year-old, 19-year-old, pretty young, like 7, 8, 9, 10. Started boxing at 10, but amateur record went way through. I won through all the championships. I had 50 bouts, 145, with about 28, 29 stoppages. I won 7 national titles. 7 national titles, and yeah, a good career to be fair.
Excellent, excellent. Well, you know, as you say, some of those names you mentioned, mate, you know, we've all grown up watching television and as idols, and when you meet them in the flesh, it's almost surreal, isn't it?
Yes, it's starstruck. I've met over the years, I've met many famous people over the years, and like when I met Naz, like, I couldn't believe it. Do you know what I mean? And it's a nice thing to know who I was. It's pretty crazy, but it's good when you meet guys like that, and they've been the people you look up to. It's nice. Yeah,
100%. And I'm sure, you know, same for you as well, Kevin, meeting you, knowing your mum Alice, and everybody I've met, I'm sure you'll say the same. There's loads of humble people in boxing as well, you know.
Boxing breeds humble people, everyone.
Yeah.
Fox, Kawasaki, I'm good friends with Kawasaki. Darren Barker, Spencer, one of my really good friends with them guys.
Yeah.
All normal guys, like we'll meet up here and there.
Shout out to Spencer and his uncle as well, Johnny Oliver. Johnny. Kevin, so after your amateur background, you turned professional in 2003, didn't you?
Yeah, age 18, yeah. I think all the press was saying I'm too young to turn pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been training with the pro since I was like 13. I've been sparring pro since I was 13.
Yeah.
So like, I was like a boy man on my mates. My mates was like, he was a boy man. I was like a very strong kid.
And at the time, and he's still going strong, and you signed with one of the biggest promoters going, Frank Warren as well. That must have been a dream, mate, for you.
Yeah, it was a big dream, mate. Because obviously it was a 15 kid. I used to wait outside like the hotels in London when the awards would go on.
Yeah.
Just to get photos with these sort of guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Sign over, it was a massive big thing for me, yeah.
Yeah, because at the time I remember bumping into them. It was pretty much Frank Warren, Frank Maloney.
Yeah,
you know,
Frank Warren and Frank Maloney co-managed me at the time, first time pro.
Okay, cool. You started off your career here at super featherweight, mate.
Yeah.
You obviously was there for a few years. Won the British and Commonwealth titles. Yeah. Again, massive dream for you, mate. How did that feel?
Yeah, massive dream. You know, it was in the hotel room, we filled it up.
Yeah.
British title fight. Busted my jaw, both my hands busted. Ended up winning. Beat Cole Johansson, which was a great fighter. He wiped the whole featherweight division out. He was wiping for everyone. And that night was probably the first night I was actually in my first pro career, pro fight. I obviously had a pro fight before then, but that was the first time I was in there with someone that was with good stead.
Yeah.
And I found that out.
Yeah. Then you took some time out as well, didn't you, mate?
Yeah, I had time out from injuries and things. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fight game's very hard. The fight business is hard. I was watching Conor McGregor saying that the fight business is an hard sport.
It is.
It's brutal. It's not a nice sport. But you're saying that it's not a nice sport. It kept me off the streets. It's kept up my weights away from a lot of bad things because I was from Australia, so it ain't been too bad.
Yeah, it's a good discipline, mate. And
most definitely for kids.
Yeah.
This day and age, they need it.
I mean, I read plenty of people say different things on boxing posts, but it's very, very hard sport. A lot of sacrifices you guys make, and to be honest, mate, whatever rewards you guys make is well deserved. 100%, mate. Yeah, 100%. And then you came back at, was it lightweight?
Well, basically, I came back at super featherweight to get ready for a world title fight at super featherweight. I couldn't make it. I was dying. Jimmy Tibbs was going to me, go up, son, go up. And I said, Jim, I can't make the weight. And this I changed trainers and things.
Okay.
He said, kid, go up, go up. I said, Jim, I was obviously nervous about going up weight. In the end, we went up to the lightweight. Jimmy went to me in the gym. Now they've offered me a fight for you. I've not said nothing. I'm going to let you go down and meet Frank and see what you think.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, my friend's going bing. What lightweight fight could offer me? Getting the office, so sitting there, he said, Frank Warren said, he had the conversation with Jimmy Tibbs. He said, we've got a fight. If you want to see what your face says. I said, who's it? He's gone, Prescott. Breidis Prescott. I said, yeah, let's fight him. First I went, how much? He said the price. At the time, I needed the money, I was struggling with money, but I said, yeah, let's have the fight. Had the fight. He just knocked Amir Khan out, I think 6 months before that.
I was just going to say that, in 2008 he beat Amir Khan,
And
didn't he?
looking back at it, they probably thought that he was going to flatten me, and then they'd get the rematch on the Khan.
Yeah.
But I think I'd messed it up and basically beat him on the same night as Amir Khan fought. The guy I won, he won something, 1 man, 2 rounds Amir.
Yeah.
I won 12 rounds and give him a boxing lesson.
Yeah.
What he didn't understand then was when he knocked Amir Khan out 6 months before that, Amir Khan was a 21-year-old baby. I was a 24, 25-year-old man, I was a tough man, do you know what I mean? I was mentally strong. I let him know that at the press conference. He tried thinking the old break your neck and all that was going to bother me.
Yeah.
And when he realised I was in his face and I was right up for it,
Yeah.
changed tone. And in the ring, it played a big part for me.
Well, that's always been your style, isn't it? You love going toe to toe, and you've had so many wars. And to be honest, mate, you're still very much a good-looking man after all those wars. So yeah, exactly. So what's your mindset when you go in with somebody like Prescott, and you know 6 months later, 6 months before he knocked out Amir Khan? What's going through your mind about, or is that the tactics?
No, it's not goes in my mind. Like before that fight, I was thinking, right, he's not Amir Khan out. Amir Khan was a 21-year-old kid.
Yeah.
I ain't the best at taking punches. I've got a good chin on me. Either way, this kid can punch, because I've seen him knock a lot of fights. I've been watching him over the times up on YouTube and things.
Yeah.
I think if I can make him miss for 12 rounds, he'll get bored, and I bet stop him late.
Yeah.
Jimmy Tibbs was going, don't you try and stop him late. Don't you try and stop him late. Me and Jimmy used to mess around with Jim and that, and it worked. I know he could have took that if he'd have caught me. He actually hit him punch in the 11th round with the right hand.
Yeah.
He split a muscle in his eye. They give me double vision for about a year. So when the fight come round with Michael Katsidis, I had double vision in that fight. Well, just healed itself. And then when he caught me, binged it again. But yeah, he's heavy-handed, right?
Yeah.
Not a nice person.
No, it's probably not a nice feeling, mate. And again, you know, talking about people, again, humble people, Jimmy, Mark Tibbs.
Yeah, good people, yeah.
Got good people, you know, and people you probably know way back. Talking about that fight you just mentioned with Katsidis, did that come on the back of the Prescott fight? Because it was for the WBO interim, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. It was like, be fair, it's come on. I think it was like, I just beat Prescott, and everyone knew I was a massive, I think the biggest ticket seller in the country at the time. One of the biggest ticket sellers at that time, massive. I sold out football ground set stadium, and there was no one else doing that in the country. I was the only fight doing it. And,
was it that fight, mate? Was it a 15,000 sellout?
Yeah, I think it was 24 there.
24? Okay.
But
fair dues.
I didn't actually get the figures that much.
Not 90,000 then, like Carl Brunch.
But
80,000 for
was it 80? Well, it's going to be 90 soon, isn't it, with Joshua?
I believe Joshua for about 90,000 every time, so.
Yeah.
But then at night it was like 12,000 there. I should never been allowed in the ring. I was half breaking up with my family. I was training atrocious. But realistically, when I'm involved with businessmen, it's a business for them. They've got to basically do what they do. And realistically, I was a sportsman. I should have been living it. Shouldn't have been out there partying. So I was to break my family was out partying. I should never been allowed in the ring. I got beat.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to be before the fight. I was in the changing line, sitting there. Normally before a fight, I was games, anything. If anything goes on with trouble, I'm up for it.
Sure.
That fight, I'm just sitting there. My brother comes in, slapped me around the face. Kev, what are you doing? I was sitting there all nervous, knowing that I weren't ready for it. So, she's a big thing. Like, if you're not ready, if you're not prepared, it's a killer.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite often said, isn't it? There's no shortcuts in boxing, and I know those are.
Found out the hard way.
Yeah, I know those are tough things to talk about, Kevin. So I appreciate that, mate. Because the one thing I do like to look at, and even when I was training with the likes of Darren Hamilton, boxing gives you a nice outlet. So if you are having issues and troubles or whatever, or just you want to get fit,
go for a jog, get in the gym, punch a bag.
100%.
Circuits, it's good for you.
Yeah.
But getting ready for a world title fight and having all troubles and that, you're trying to train the pinnacle, sort of elite training.
It's not ideal.
Yeah, it's not ideal. But for a kid that's troublesome out there and troubles going on in school, or at home, going on between family relationships, get them in the gym and then get them angry out in the gym for space of time. Otherwise, they'll be on the street doing madness.
Yeah, exactly. And fair dues to Katsidis as well, mate. He was a warrior as well, isn't he?
Good friend of mine, gentleman. I messaged him about 6 months ago. Just asking how I know like, he's retired. I know he suffers with like, himself and other things and that. So I messaged him saying he's been getting on these fights. It was on in Australia. And he's invited me out. He said, if I've got a fight, I need to go on training camp and go away that way. He said, come out and stay with me. So.
Excellent, excellent. Well, again, you know, just shows you with boxing, you meet so many family, you know, make a boxing family, make so many good friends, don't you?
Loads,
so cool. 2 years later, mate, you also fought Ricky Burns for the title.
Yeah.
Up in Glasgow, hostile.
we joke about that. So after the way Prescott, I said, he's meant to be my mate. You beat your granny out. He laughs. At the time, we was always playing on the Call of Duty, the war game. My sons would be playing on the weekend, like weeks online. And he'd be like, he's like called a camper, he'd like and snipe you out if you do big arms going on. Every time you get sniped like that, he'd be ping up above your head. Ricky Burns has done it.
Ricky Burns.
It was funny, like, this fight, we've always been mates with him, we've been mates for years.
Yeah.
And then we sort of say about that kid, he come through, the hardest route through, I'm not any of us at that time, and he's still world champion now.
Exactly.
He's a free-weight world champion.
Yeah.
I mean, like the last year before I was down and the kid's going to win another world title, I was on Twitter slating him about it. He ain't got nothing left doing this and that. I lived with him in the gym. We have hard games to get my career back on track. And we train him. He still trains down there now, retiring now. He's now a free-weight world champion.
Yeah, fair dues. I mean, I think you can never write anybody off. And look, after he lost his world title, people said, a lot of people said he was finished, didn't he? Yeah. Even the commentary team. You know?
It's easy to say someone's finished unless you're in the gym with the guy every day.
Yeah.
And you see how motivated he is. He's still crazy now, motivation. I've just been watching him out in Portugal, all the camp, old camp. I've been FaceTiming him, saying I'm sure they're all out and that.
Checking up on him.
Checking up on him. Ricky's still running like a lunatic in the mat. I see O'Hara Davison here yesterday and he went, it was me and Ricky up front, so who was in front? He said Ricky was in front.
Seriously.
Still at his age. Beating the young ones as well.
Yeah. And O'Hara himself, hopefully we can tag him in later. He's fighting on 4th of March as well.
Yeah, top athlete. I said to him yesterday, so I'd be very shocked if you don't win the world title. They were saying that you do wrong.
Yeah.
If you don't win the world title, like I did wrong. They were saying he does wrong if you don't win the world title. He should win the world title. I say people like him as a freak of nature. He does things different. He's gifted. I
don't want to say too much on here because hopefully later on, maybe O'Hara and Derry might watch this. How do you see that fight going?
It don't matter what happens. They're both mates. I've known the pair of them for years.
Yeah.
To be fair, they'll fight. They'll might have a row for a few months after. It's only boxing. It's not personal. I believe Derry's a bit too hard on it, and they won't like me saying that. That's straight.
Okay.
So I mean that. You try to play gloves. I mean that. Getting around Davis, a pair of 8 hands. You're not gonna live with him. Me 5 years ago with Tony Sims, you know what I mean? 100%. But like, not now. I'd have given him a good fight for you, but like in that, he's at the pinnacle and he's so determined, that kid. We're talking about fighters get him over, but
yeah.
He's the sort of kid that goes 1 at 4, 3, 2, 5 in the morning. I see him on his Instagram and his social media. I watch a follow him also, make sure they're all training properly.
Yeah.
And he'll be running at 11 o'clock at night doing like 7, 8 miles, or doing sprint work at early hours. He lives the sport.
Lives it, breathes it, doesn't he? Yeah.
Knocking them out inside 8.
Okay, alright.
But I pray that they're still mates after the fight, they become mates.
Yeah, touch wood, mate, touch wood.
It's only a fight game, it happens to everyone.
Will you be at the fight?
I'll be at the fight, yeah.
It's going to be a big one, isn't it? Because we've got Hay versus Bellew as well.
Yeah.
Any predictions for that one, mate?
That can go in either way. Really good friends with the pair of them. Really close friends with when we was younger in our career. Like, obviously as we grow we do our own thing with things, but we don't get to shows as much.
Yeah.
But I'm a big fan of Breidis. I like the way he does things, I like the way he holds himself. Pretty much how I was as a person, I believe. He's a fighting man, and he says it how he sees it. He don't go around the bush about things, but I think that can go anyway. It's just whoever it's so.
Yeah, definitely in the last couple of years, we're seeing a lot of great fights, especially involving our British fighters as well, around the world as well. So.
Look around the world now. How many world titles we hold up there? We hold loads.
I think it's about 13, isn't it?
13 world titles.
13 world titles.
We're just smashing it.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, going to Vegas, we'd be like,
yeah.
Man, we're going to Vegas, we're taking over Vegas.
That's right.
So it shows you.
I mean, some Americans might not like this, but for a small island, 13 world titles, I think we do well.
Yeah, we're smashing. You can thank the earth for that.
Exactly. Moving on quickly to your second world title fight. I was there. I saw you. Huge effort from you, mate. Jorge Linares.
Beat it, right?
Yes, you did. You did.
Look at the W singles.
I think I lost my voice that night.
Look at the W singles, mate. It stops with head clashes, yeah?
Yeah.
It goes back to the scorecards.
Yeah.
Why did it never go back to the scorecards? I don't know. But I was winning. I was head on the scorecards. I took a nil down because I didn't get dropped. Took a nil down because I couldn't see.
Yeah.
Got up on my feet and it stopped me because of the cuts. Should have gone back to the scorecards.
Yeah.
The only problem the belt don't bother me the belt. What bothers me is my first defence would have gone for a lot of money. You go from earning a certain amount of money as a fighter full times. Your first defence goes from there to there. That's when you make it.
Yeah.
And basically, there's the difference. That's the only problem I have with the game. That's the only problem I have with the sport. And that's why I lost my heart into big comeback training. My body weren't the same. And then I made one fight after that, and it just weren't there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's hard to keep going as well, isn't it? Especially when you have.
I had a 13-year professional career. Yeah.
Yeah.
10 years now, so 13 years professional.
Exactly. And I know by the time you resigned or quit from the sport, it was 22 years in total you've been fighting?
22 years I've been fighting, yeah.
22 years.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Talking about Linares, you know, still going strong, world champion.
He was the best in the weight division. I remember when I said to Eddie, I went, where Linares? He looks at me like, what? He's like, he's lethal in that weight division. I went, he's one of the weaker ones on the chin. I said, like, he can be hurt. I said, as soon as I hurt him, I said, I know that I can get this wing out. I can make him miss, which I was doing, and I can hurt him, which will make him keep away from me, which I am doing. There's only to my eyesight started going bad, and my vision, the blood, that I was getting it.
Yeah.
My face was all through to head clashes.
He's having a rematch next month, isn't he, with Anthony Crowley in Manchester?
Yeah. I should be at that, yeah. I just see that as an easier fight for him.
Okay.
He went down there before, and see, like, I love Andy because he's a lovely lad, but when you're fighting time, always smiling friendship. Can I swear on it?
You can say what you want, mate. It's your interview.
Do that after the fight. Be nice to after the fight. But before the fight, you want to make him feel as hostile as he fucking can be. Like.
Absolutely.
You don't want to be nice. But he's too nice to him, friendly with him. When he got in that ring, he was like he was in home.
Yeah.
You want to stand in that corner thinking, fuck this. That's how you want to feel like. As that there, I felt I wanted to Scotland the far wicket.
And that's a big arena as well, isn't it? It's about 25,000. So
you want to be feeling hostile, though. You want to be feeling out of your place.
Yeah.
You don't want to thinking, oh, this kid's a nice kid, like.
Yeah, you know.
But like, it made me feel like, I just believe his confidence, because we often come back for the turn with me. He wouldn't have it. He often come back for the turn, we'll have the turn, we'll go fight him in this country. I said, yeah, they wouldn't have it. And then, now he comes for the turn for quad. I think he's coming for the turn for quad because I think he sees it as easy money.
Yeah. Because he's willing to come back to Manchester for that as well.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not as if he's taking that in his country.
Let me just throw a bit of a curveball, mate, in there, because another champion we've got is Terry Flanagan. Do you see that as potentially a fight for the future with Linares, and do you think that's going to be a harder fight for him?
I don't think I think he'll swear Flanagan. Flanagan's a fit kid. I know if I was part of
Yeah.
He lives in the gym. He's a good champion. Lives in the gym. He's like, he'll be hard work for any of them.
Yeah.
So what I said, Linares in his career now, say he was career now, he always says he always done was look for the easy option. He's always looked for the easy option.
Yeah.
He'll look for the easy option, basically, like this fight's an easy option fight for him, easy made fight. I'd imagine he's getting off decent money.
Yeah.
So that's what I think a lot of them will steer him.
Yeah, they're going to stay.
Will be after, I think, Linares, I think, will beat Connor. But after that, I think Connor should fight him, playing.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be a good dust up.
And if Connor can come through that one and win it, then he's back on the scene. But if not,
could be quits.
Yeah.
Well, let's best of luck to both of them. Mate, you mentioned some of the idols when you was growing up. What about in terms of the current fighters on the scene?
Well, now I've retired. I've 13 years been a pro, and actually over the years, with the politics of the money of it, not getting paid the right man and so on, I didn't feel paid the right man and so on, but I lost love of it. I ate it for a while. And I took back with Tony Sims and Eddie Earn.
Yeah.
I found in love with it again. Did I ever think I was going to be a trainer? No, I think Tony Sims put that into me. But back now, I'm like a big fan of AJ's as a friend of mine. Like, there's loads of men in there. Eubank Jr., I'm a fan of these.
Yes.
He goes back, he's busy weirdly, whatever he does, but that's the way he does things.
Yeah, but
he's a good fighter.
He's a good fighter, very
Billy
fit.
Joe Saunders, I'm fans of all of them now.
And
Frampton, Carl Frampton, right? I met him in in Manchester. I called him, and he was like really happy to see me in it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Frampton's and that.
Yeah.
Fighters like that, those sort of guys, I like watching again now.
Well, that was a huge fight on the weekend as well.
Massive fight.
And fair dues to him again. Carl Frampton admitted that he come a bit short, doesn't he?
Yeah, come short. We're
And-
pulling back into Ireland, haven't we?
Yeah, and it's not often you hear that people saying that. Fighters saying, look, I just wasn't good enough on the night. But
He's a warrior, isn't he? He's a man.
it was a close fight.
He ain't a blagger.
No.
He's a straight up sort of fellow. That's what I like about. That's the sort of people I like watching.
Yeah. I know they're talking about the trilogy fight, mate, in Belfast.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen straight away, and I don't think it's going to happen in
Well,
Belfast.
they're not going to want it for one.
No.
But they should want it. They should go to Belfast, but they won't because the show's there. It shows you
The money's in Vegas, isn't it?
The money is in Vegas. But I imagine they're about to claw a few quid in Belfast with the Irish.
Yeah.
But I just think them being them, the way they think, they're going to think Sucker and Ireland and his own backyard. They're not going to want it.
Well, I read somewhere because of Carl's injuries, they were saying that he's going to probably need probably about 6 months, and then exactly, and then you've got the summer, you've got something to do with football logistics and stuff, so security, and I don't think Belfast is going to be the venue for it, mate. So
what they do perhaps have in England.
Yeah, maybe. Well, there's a lot of venues here as well, isn't there? So they'd be good. Is there one particular fighter that you think, out of the current crop, you think, yeah, he's the pound for pound number one?
Well, say pound for pound. One, I don't look at fights pound for pound. Like maybe he bored the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch paint dry than watch him fight. I don't really, never seen the I don't like watching him. But a guy I do like watching is young Callum Smith.
Yeah, he's massive.
For me, I'm a massive fan of these. I remember saying, calling him out on Sky years ago, saying he's going to be our next big thing. I think he's going to do big things.
Yeah.
But pound for pound fighters, they're all make believe, innit? They're all. I look at Floyd Mayweather. He's the best pound for pound fighter in the world. He thinks he's better than Muhammad Ali ever was.
Yeah.
No rubbish.
TBE. Yeah.
Look at the fights he fought. He fought Canelo when he was on his way up, when he was too young.
He's 21, wasn't he? Yeah.
He's a baby. Why don't you fight him now?
Yeah.
He fought him all the one. He fights him all. He picks certain fights all the one time. I think the Oscar De La Hoya fight should have been a draw.
Yeah.
Right? I think the best fight I like the most out of them was De La Hoya.
De La Hoya fight, yeah. Pacquiao fight was about 5 years too late.
And they knew that. Pacquiao didn't care because he was on his money. Like.
Yeah.
They talk about Pacquiao versus McGregor. Mayweather ain't coming on with it. Pacquiao do that because of that.
They all are. I mean, I've even seen Amir Khan, who I like. I've seen Amir Khan throw his hat into it, saying I'll fight him as well, just because
he's the biggest pull.
Yeah.
McGregor's the biggest. I believe McGregor's the biggest sportsman we've got in the world at the minute.
Yeah.
And he's killing it.
He's got the personality as well.
Personality, he's got it all.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy.
He is.
Well, you could box him pound for pound. I just think it's the best pound for pound for me. If you're saying it, I'd say Pacquiao because he fought everyone. All at the right time, he went through all the weights all at the right time.
Yeah.
He didn't duck anyone.
Yeah, he's won more titles at multiple weights as well.
He fought them all when he's been beat, he's come back. But you look at Mayweather, look how he's fought people, he's fought them all the right times, I believe.
Yeah. And I'll say Callum Smith as well, because you mentioned him.
He's my favourite.
Yeah, 100%, mate. And I think he'll be a world champion very soon.
Yeah, he should be, yeah.
He should be this year as well. I'll tell you one of my favourites, and obviously he came through on the weekend, won another world, Mikey Garcia.
Mikey Garcia's a great fighter. He's a lightweight, right?
He's a lightweight, yeah.
He's a great fighter. Mike said he goes lightweight another time.
Yeah, he's moved up to 135.
I see his knockout on Facebook today. He's a danger, but
yeah.
the guy Mayweather's got, who's that guy who's got there? He's got a good kid that Santo Davis.
Javonte Davis.
He's special, kid.
He's very special. Small, yeah.
Yeah, he's really. I'd like to see them two look on and get it for more time.
Yeah, I've seen him. He looks very special. Looks quite humble as well, which is good.
He's a bit of a street kid, yeah.
Yes, yeah. And the other one, for me, that falls into that category, mate, special fight, is Errol Spence Jr. I love him.
Yeah, good fight. Yeah. I haven't seen much of him. He's a good fighter, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's tailed off. I think he's probably waiting for that mandatory versus Kell Brook, isn't he?
Yeah.
So,
he's a good fighter.
He's
He's
a good fighter. So, mate, listen, you've said loads about the other guys. It's good to hear that you're in contact with loads of guys in the boxing scene. What about for you personally at the moment, 2017? what you're up to. I know you're training here today.
Yeah, well, basically what happened was a few years ago, well, everyone knows it, back in the day, I used to always live in pubs and always been in pub partying.
Yeah.
Got with Tony. Tony hates me being like that. Only Tony's been a kid. Used to laugh at my dad when I was a young kid. As it older over the years, he's got into me, he's got me. So I'd fight, after the fight, the week after, he'd go to me, come down, Jim, I'm out training a few fights, I'm busy down. So I'd come down and back, thinking nothing of it.
Yeah.
But he's planting the seed in me. Got me to training fighters. And over the top, every night, 2 or 3 weeks off the fight, training like the boys down the gym. I've started to enjoy doing it.
Good.
So I said, I'll have the summer out, after a long bit of time after the fight, good year, clear my head. So I went straight back into Tony's training fights and Tony's. But then I was having days, missing days. I needed time out from boxing totally. So it took a good year out, went a lot of holidays with my mates and that.
Yeah.
I said I've done my trainer's license, it finishes at the end of March, my trainer's license. So as soon as I've got that, I'll be down there doing all my PT down there and helping Jamie out in Legends Gym.
Yeah.
I'll be down Tony's most of the time doing all the pros down Tony's gym. So I learned off Tony because basically I'm a good fighter, but it's been
100%, mate.
You've got to learn off the best, you've got to be picking things up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it's good to see, you know, some of the guys coming back into the scene, like there's Ricky Hatton, who's got a couple. I hear Nassim Hamid has got 1 or 2 fighters as well. So it's really good to see some of the other guys come back.
That's all we've done. What would you do? You know, getting lazy, finding the pub, doing nothing, getting in trouble. But it's when you're in here, you're helping people, you're helping kids. There's kids' classes that run in there, and I help them out and things. It's good.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I love it.
Yeah. You told me earlier you're weighing in about 12 stone, but you're looking great, mate. So.
I'm 12. I weighed my friend took me down to the hospital yesterday. There's a scales man, shaking, sit on it. I can't wait until later. She went, go on then. She thought he was going, I'm an ex-boxer, that's why I'm weighing. So I sat down, he's showing you 12 stone 9. I started laughing. I was making 9 man. I'm not crazy out of that. I'm in good shape, I'm solid. I was just done a couple of miles this morning, bit of sparring with my friend Nudge. So I ain't crazy out of shape. But to get down to 9-9, you have to be crazy. People go, oh, I'm still getting out. People go, kid, you never come back. You must be mad.
Kevin, just finally, anybody who does want to get in touch, a bit like young fella Nuge here on my right who wants to train, how can they reach out to you, mate?
Get on my Instagram, on my social media sites. Basically, it's the easiest way possible. You can get in touch with Legends Gym if they want to come down and see us down there. So it's up to them, I'm not hard to find. Exactly.
Kevin, you don't duck anybody, so that's for one. Kevin, it's been a real pleasure for me today, especially as a fan of you. You know, as I said, I was at the Linares fight as well. Enjoyed that, mate. But listen, all the best to you and the family for 2017.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, pal.
Good luck with one time.
Thanks, pal.